Hi, Sean with Live Fire Ranch. On today's episode, aiming. It may sound simple when we talk about aiming at a target and shooting that target, but there's a little bit more to it than that. Aiming consists of a couple of different things. One is sight alignment, or aligning your rear sight, the sight at the rear of your gun, with the front of your gun or the front sight. So on a semi-automatic pistol, that might look like this. The rear will look something like this, and the front will look something like this. When you're looking through to acquire sight alignment, you don't want that to look like that, or like that, or like this, or like this. You want the math to equal. You want there to be even across the top, both in the front and on the rear. And then you want equal space between here and here, or the front. So if you have good sight alignment, it means you're equal across the top and you have equal distances on either side of your back sight. That is sight alignment. Sight picture is the relationship between your rear sight and your front sight and whatever it is you're shooting at, say that target downrange. That's sight picture. So sight alignment has to do with the gun. Sight picture is the gun and the target. Your eyes can only focus on one thing at a time. So we don't focus on the rear sight, we don't focus on the target, but we really put our focus on the front sight. Because wherever that front sight is where that round is going. The target will look somewhat blurry, your back sight will look somewhat blurry, but that front sight should be crystal clear. And as you're looking at that front sight, you will see the math and the distances that need to be accomplished to be able to get that sight alignment correct and the target to get that sight picture correct. Once you've got your sight alignment correct and your sight picture, which is ultimately the target that you want to shoot, then you're set up and ready to take that shot. Anytime we have shots that go off target, a little to the left, a little to the right, maybe up or down, we want to first address and look at that front sight. What is happening to that front sight as we're pulling the trigger? Remember trigger control. So our finger can move that gun quite a bit. Do we really have good trigger control? And are our sights staying true to what we initially set up to be able to hit that target? So always reference sight alignment and sight picture if you're coming across some issues with your aiming, and address those first. In a future video, we'll talk about some other things that are common mistakes that happen when we're trying to get good shots on target. But that's the most important one right now. Sight alignment, the relationship between your rear sight and your front sight, and sight picture, the relationship between your rear sight, your front sight, and the target. Your eyes can only focus on one thing, focus on the front sight.